Okay, here we go. Hello, Tim Randall again here from Links Magazines, from my kitchen table in Tavistock. And today I'm with Anne Reid from Chilcotts Solicitors. Good afternoon, Anne.
Good afternoon, Tim.
And how are you?
Yeah, good. All good here, thank you.
Good. Now, I'm going to ask you, clearly it's Chilcotts Solicitors. We kind of have a feel for what you guys do, but why don't you take us through all the services that Chilcotts Solicitors can currently offer our customers, our readers and our listeners?
Okay, so it's been very much business as normal for us during this COVID lockdown. We've continued to work actually from our offices with the added advantage that we've all got our own single offices, so we can carry on speaking with our clients, liaising with them in a number of ways, by telephone, by Zoom, video links, and obviously normal postal services are still available. Actually, all our departments have remained open. So our conveyancing department still carried on with the background work, ready for completions as and when that can happen, which with this week's release of information that hopefully will be soon. Our probate department has been incredibly busy, sadly due to the increased number of deaths, obviously, and that's put an immense workload for us to deal with. We've also continued to manage all our wills and our LPA clients as well. So again, those we've managed to take instructions over the phone. And in terms of signing wills, we have had a limited access to the office for the public, obviously exercising all the precautionary measures in terms of masks and gowns and distancing. So that's still gone ahead and under the Law Society guidance. So that's been really good for our clients. So and from my point of view, from the community care aspect, yes, it's been difficult because I haven't necessarily been able to visit patients in the nursing homes and in hospitals, and I act as an attorney for a number of clients as well. But we've actually managed to link up through clinicians and again through links such as Zoom, and actually telephone and emails have worked really well with families. So for us, it's really continued. We continue to be incredibly busy, and certainly welcome clients coming and talking to us via the options that are available at this moment in time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the ability to use technology now is if this had happened 50 years ago, we would have had nothing. But now, I mean, we're using Zoom. I think in the last week or so, I've used Zoom, I've used House Party, I've used Facebook, I've used WhatsApp, and I'm sure about 3 or 4 others. But it's now possible to do this kind of thing, isn't it? And talk privately with people about what they need and what they want to do. The technology.
I think it's just made us much more innovative. As a law firm, we've always tried to be really progressive and ahead of the curve, and this has just really facilitated us to be continue and reassure people that we can operate. Yes, face-to-face contact is and personal contact is obviously the best, but it hasn't limited our ability to support our clients and give them the reassurance and obviously the legal advice that they need. And particularly at this critical time, people have some very, grave concerns, and particularly around, the number of deaths that have occurred. So from our care aspect and from our probate and private client side of the business, we've been a lot more innovative. And in actual fact, we've actually attended funerals via video links for our clients and supported them. So that's been really, really good.
Yes, I was talking to Walter C. Parsons yesterday, John, and he was saying that all the funerals have been live broadcast by the either the church or the cremation services or whatever. But of course, if I wanted to come and see you, if I really needed to come and see you, and actually if in the signing of a will it needed me to come and see you, I mean, I've been to your offices. I mean, I think you can reassure people that actually your offices are big enough to cope with any kind of social distancing that might be required.
Yes. Yeah, we've got a number. We've got 7 meeting rooms, so you know, we book appointment slots, and people can be assured that we will only have one person in the building with one of the professionals, and as I say, we'll be operating with all the safety measures that are required in social distancing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, look. Just one thing. You don't do matrimonial, do you?
We don't do matrimonial, no, but we do all the other, and as you know, as I say, with the community care aspect and social care funding and care homes, which is such a big part of society and the needs at the moment. Yeah, I guess we operate in some different areas, but no, we don't do matrimonial.
No, I only ask that for people who've been locked down for 6 weeks together. That just, you know, one feels that there might be a spike. Who knows? I don't know.
Perhaps that should be on the horizon for business development.
One thing I was listening to yesterday was clearly estate agents are back in town today. I know Mansbridge and Militana Country, and I think Andrew Kirby at Kirby's Estate Agents, they're open today for business. There seems to be a feeling that there's going to be if only a short term, but a real spike in people wanting to complete on their houses, sell their houses, downsize perhaps because the experience of being in their house for 6 weeks has taught them that we don't need this size of house. Let's downsize, let's release some cash. If there's any unemployment concerns going forward because of the country falling into recession. So one imagines your conveyancing department might start to really, really busy up.
Yes, well, we've got a facility. We've got a number of staff supporting our conveyancing team. So we've certainly got the capacity, and we've already in the last 2 days seen an increased demand in terms of people wanting to complete.
Yes.
So yeah, we're ready to take on that challenge and move forward. So it's not a problem for us at all. Okay.
Just before we go, just tell me a little bit more about your the health sector that you work in, the care sector that you work in.
Yeah, it's a sort of it's something it's very unique, really, with my clinical background and as a solicitor as well. It just means that if people need somebody to act as their attorney for their health and welfare, it means that I can support them in their care home selection or in funding issues that they may have, and certainly where there's long-term care needed, there's often great concern about conserving the family home. So it's about, you know, having the skill to look at that and sort of be able to be creative with how perhaps care can be provided. And I'm a great advocate that people are actually cared for in their own homes. So either working as their own personal attorney, I can do that in a professional capacity, but also advising the family on what they need to do. And I've always said it's a bit like having children. You never get the manual when you have an elderly relative or a poorly relative. It's just usually crisis management. So, yeah, I do urge that people pick up the phone and speak to me, because I can sort of weave them through the NHS and social services. Sometimes it's a nightmare, and other times it's not so bad, but generally it's difficult. So, but certainly I can help them with that.
All right, lovely. Now, if we want to get hold of you, you have a website?
We do, and at the moment our phone is manned, and we're taking answer phone messages and calling people back. So each of the fee earners can either do that through their own mobile phone numbers, but the office number is still being manned, and that's 612-535.
Lovely. And the web address is
Chilcotts.law.com.
Right, okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Anne, it's lovely to talk to you, and it's nice to hear you've been busy and you're going to get busier.
Yes.
I want you to stay there just for 2 more minutes. I'm just going to say goodbye to our viewing public. So thank you very much for joining us again. That was Anne Reid from Chilcotts Law. We'll be back with loads more videos. I've got loads more scheduled, so we'll be sending some more videos your way. So thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.